Welcome back to Kings at the Table podcast. We're back at it, and we got some breaking news. Not too much breaking because it's a couple of days old, but Juan, Trey Lance is traded to the Dallas Cowboys.
And the cool part about it, man, is they got him damn near for like nothing if you really think about it. What they gave up only the Niners are only receiving a 4th round pick, but yet they're trading Trey Lance and what is all the other good stuff?
Definitely. Went down for them to get Trey Lance is they gave up 3 first-round picks and a 3rd rounder for basically a 4th rounder.
That's crazy considering the fact that all the picks that they gave up to get to Lance, which is it even makes it kind of a little bit more harder to understand. I mean, you don't know what certain guys are going to be when they come out of the draft, but there was way better guys in that draft that the Niners could have selected instead of Trey Lance, but that's besides the point. You're getting rid of this young quarterback who has a lot of talent, who's a two-way quarterback. It's raw talent right now because we really don't know what it is and how it really pans out. But the guy's only 4 games in, and you already gave him the boot. Yeah,
the thing is, I feel like the Niners are getting a pass.
In what way? What do you mean by the pass?
They're getting a pass because they got lucky in Brock Purdy.
That's seeable.
It's the last pick in the draft, so let's not say that they scouted this guy and they for sure thought this guy was going to be even a second round. A backup quarterback. That's not what they thought.
He was probably like a soon to get kind of cut guy. Let's just see what he could do, kind of thing.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Exactly.
So that I don't want to hear Niner fans saying, "Oh well, let's give some props for John Lynch drafting Brock Purdy."
That was a lucky move.
That's a practice squad guy making the team.
That's a hella good way of putting it. That's a really good way to put it. Because Mr. Irrelevant, how many Mr. Irrelevants do you know right now in the league that are playing in the NFL?
I know more guys that made a team on the practice squad than Mr. Irrelevant.
That's saying something.
Is that a fact?
That is a fact.
And they're crazy though that these guys are like, oh well, we got Purdy. Yeah, I understand.
How many of these guys have we seen be like 5th round, 6th round picks, and yet they're dominating the league right now?
Yeah.
I mean, you see, that's more relevant than this whole situation with Brock Purdy. But like going back to what you said, it is kind of a lucky move and a pass. That's a perfect way to put it because it's overseeing the real issue about this. Let's just go for an example. What if this whole Brock Purdy situation didn't pan out the way the Niners thought it was going to work?
Correct.
Where are they really sitting at? Their hopes will be all on Trey Lance.
Yeah, and what they gave up. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gave up all these pieces, assets, and John Lynch is just sitting there like, yeah, man, I still got a contending team. Well, yeah, you do. You got lucky as fuck. Any other team or any other GM that gave up that much, and then you get rid of that asset in a way.
4 games.
And you get a 4th rounder. Like, won't you? At that, what I'm saying is, why did they rush to get rid of him? Like, just keep him there. You already look stupid giving up all these picks.
But you have him for what, another 4 years? And again, I went back to what I said. It's raw talent. We really don't really see. We've never really gotten a good look at him.
And he can still be a franchise quarterback. It's bad.
It's crazy to even kind of consider that part, but I mean anybody kind of could be a franchise quarterback that's in the league right now.
What I'm saying, bro, is he's not even had a chance to showcase what he has. You feel me? Like, I understand that he looks bad in preseason. He's very young. He hasn't got the reps. Jerry Jones finessed the NFL, bro. He got a 3rd pick in the draft. After all those assets they gave up to get that guy, I'm sure other teams were going to draft Trey Lance. And he got him for a 4th rounder.
Okay, but with that being said, if you think about it, the only way that's a finesse
is if he plays?
If he plays.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, let's say he does get his shot, and we just get a big repeat of what he did in preseason and the prior games before his injuries.
And
if you get the same thing,
they gave up a 4th rounder.
That's a waste of time.
But it's a 4th rounder. They didn't give up 3 first rounders in the 3rd.
Well, that's yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's a finesse, bro.
That is a finesse.
Now, as far as
but then again, it also could be system too. I feel like a lot of quarterbacks can flourish in that fucking Kyle Shanahan fucking offense.
Like who?
Justin Herbert would fuck the league up.
Would Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold would. Sam Darnold looked pretty good in preseason.
Did he?
He looked all right.
Okay.
I mean, not hella great, but I mean, I'm sure with enough time and practice, if Sam Darnold had
Quan,
2 years,
you just said that he's going to start.
he'll start. He'll start.
What?
He'll start.
What you mean he'll start?
He'll start.
What is he going to start?
He's going to start a quarterback competition.
That's a good one. Nah, I know you were saying you're pretty big on how Darnold's looking.
I think and you know what? I never really paid attention to it until somebody told me about it. Like, he goes, just watch, Sam Darnold's going to come in. And I'm like, nah, he's not, bro. What the hell, Sam Darnold? You got Brock Purdy.
Give
and
that person a shout out.
this one goes out to my Uncle Carlos. Folks, you said Sam Darnold's going to be the man. Let's see what happens.
Hell yeah. Okay. Well, that's something we all got to watch.
Yeah, so I don't know, it was the weirdest thing because he came up to me about the Sam Darnold thing. He goes, watch, Sam Darnold's going to come in and he's going to wear. I'm like, bro, you have Brock Purdy and Trey Lance and then Sam Darnold. But now that Trey Lance is gone, that moves Sam Darnold up in the draft, in the depth chart.
Depth chart does.
But, I mean, what do you think he's really going to bring to Dallas, Trey Lance?
Yeah, the thing is...
Do you see him getting a start?
Well, that's going to have to go with how Dak looks. But what I think Jerry Jones did was put pressure on Dak. See, what happened was this last contract negotiation.
Did you see that interview a few weeks back?
Which one?
There was an interview that was kind of funny. I thought I mentioned it to you. I can't remember if it was 100% when it was the day, but there was an interview where they asked Jerry Jones. They go, "Hey, how's Dak looking in training camp and stuff like that?" And he goes, "Cooper Rush looks good."
Oh, I remember that. So was there more to it?
I mean, it kind of like falls in now if you think about it. Like, okay. He didn't want to give Dak his props, and then he automatically went to his backup, Cooper Rush, which he didn't do bad when he actually had a chance.
He didn't do bad.
Yeah, I mean, is he franchised? No, but he didn't do bad.
Okay, keep going because I think I'm going to get you with this one.
And then now that you pick up Trey Lance, which is younger, because Cooper Rush is like 30 something. He's an older quarterback
for sure.
So now you bring somebody who's younger than your franchise quarterback right now. So you got one that's already proven that who's got a little bit of an edge over you with your owner, and then there's this young guy who just came in, and then it's you're right in the middle. It's either you're gonna sink or swim.
As far as who, Dak or Trey?
Dak.
Okay. All right.
I feel like you said, like that added hella pressure.
And now, if you think about it as an owner, you're Jerry Jones. Apparently, he didn't give Dak a heads up. He didn't give McCarthy a heads up. So that's what's causing this whole thing right now.
Oh, that's kind of...
yes, there's a lot of flags being up that there's something going on. Now, if you ask me, Dak Prescott, they asked him, how do you feel, or what made this trade that just went down, what do you feel about it? He says, nothing shocks me here. I've been here for 7 years. Nothing's gonna... Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, man. There's something going on there. But what I'm thinking, the way Jerry Jones is, he's very old school. I think he's kind of playing a chess match. You know what? I've been backing this quarterback up for 7 years. I've been saying this is the guy. I even paid the guy. I think he's a little...
nothing out of it.
He hasn't put Jerry Jones has not put pressure on Dak Prescott since the first day he came in.
I think only kind of pressure...
Since he started from Tony Romo getting hurt as a fourth rounder, which he came in and started and hasn't lost his job. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Now he's saying, all right, let me bring in a young guy. You're up for a new contract next year. Let me act like I don't really want you. Go show me that you can be a Super Bowl team. Now, I'm not going to tell the coach. Why the hell is he not telling the coach? Because you're on the hot seat, too.
Like I said, fired by the middle of the season, baby.
It's crazy, man. There's a lot going on with the owners, though. I think that right now, owners are sending messages to each other, bro. It's
kind of like a little cutthroat thing, but at the same time, too, it's only on the teams that don't have faith in their GMs, I think.
What makes you say that?
Okay, so who runs the show in Dallas?
Jerry Jones.
Okay. He runs the show, so he could do whatever he wants there. Okay, but for example, the Denver Broncos. Who really runs the show there?
Well, John Lynch is gone now.
John Elway.
John Elway.
Yeah, but beforehand,
at the time, yes.
John Elway was the one running the show.
Okay, now
But-
let me say this real quick. I see where you're going as far as not trusting the owner, right? Is what you
Well,
said.
I mean, it's the GM not trust, or it's the owner not trusting his own GMs.
Well,
Because like look at what Belichick is doing. We just talked about it a little bit before we started talking about this.
as far as the quarterbacks,
They only have one quarterback on their depth chart.
they cut both their backups.
That's what I'm saying. The Cowboys are training for Zappy and the other guy in 5 minutes. Watch.
What I'm saying is, as far as the game's going and these owners, they're bringing back that cutthroat stuff now.
Yeah,
Like you're just a number.
you're just
Literally.
a player.
You're just a player. I can get rid of you, the next man up. For a while, for a good 20, 25 years.
People have spots solidified.
Yes. Now it's like, no,
Yeah,
we're not playing that shit no more.
I think another reason why this Trey Lance thing kind of happened too is, and like I was talking to you about it earlier, like it's gotten kind of weird because like I've never seen players kind of like throw shade at their quarterback the way these Dallas Cowboy players had been doing Dak as of lately.
the defense.
The defense, and I'm pretty sure, you know, I mean, I understand, like, oh, it's that good old competition type of thing. But some of these things, you know, some of the things is kind of like, okay, you know what? It's a lot of weight on Dak's shoulders. I think he's an easy target. Yeah, and now I'm really, like, thinking about it, and it's, like, setting in. I could see him losing his spot now, for sure, this
Dak
season.
Prescott?
Yeah.
Can you?
Dude, like
That's
on some
crazy.
crazy stuff. Like,
Can
I'm
you
not saying
imagine that?
it's gonna be Trey to take his spot. I'll see Cooper. I could see Cooper Rush coming in before Trey. I mean, it might just depend on the situation.
It just depends.
But I mean, it's really cutthroat now, and even the Niners cutthroat, dude. You got rid of this guy who's
That's what I was just saying.
he's only 4 games.
He hasn't
in
even
your
had
franchise.
a chance, bro. And you've seen potential in him to give up that much to draft him, and just right away. Why don't you just wait?
You have the time for him still.
What's the rush?
Yeah.
Not Cooper, but what's the rush? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh shit.
goddamn,
No,
I don't
man.
know. Juan.
I don't know, dude. That's
one
it's
last thing about the topic, though. How do you trade him to the rival?
Man, that's a trick question.
Right? It's like,
Because you just throw your trash out with the trash.
yeah, I get it. I mean, but it's like, dude, what if he?
But
ends
I
up
mean,
being
I
good?
couldn't see like other teams, like major big name teams, trading somebody like that. Like,
Get rid of Najee to the Ravens.
yeah, I could never see something like
Ooh,
that.
you see?
And you know what? I mean, it's weird how. I mean, I'm just gonna like quick little side note. Like, business in our division is so weird. You have to wait for the guy to get released,
to sign him.
and then somebody will sign him. Like, we had Chris Wormley who came off the Ravens.
That's getting
and we
sidetracked.
signed- But yeah, I know, but it's hella weird though. But
For sure.
going back, like Trey Lance, I mean, he has a lot of. I think he didn't
Too
get
soon.
a fair shot.
Too soon to trade him.
Too soon. Too soon to Trey.
Oh, there you go.
Too soon to Trey.
Yeah, well, that's all we got for this one. You know, Trey Lance is going to Dallas, and let us know what y'all think.
I mean, good luck, my guy. Hopefully, you get a chance.
Hell yeah.
We'll see you guys.
Gone.